The Book of ANDROG 3. Why John Badge tightened the grips upon the demigods. He doubled down upon their oppression in hopes he would freeze the West's smokeless fire and the ice with ice of fear, and stop the rise of demigods in the East by weighing them down with word. John White Badge changed his name to King John White Badge and changed the name of the demigod so-called race into Coldfall. He named him Coldfall because he knew the West was boiling with smokeless fire and the East was rising. However, he still did not know how, who, what, why, when, and where this force was coming from. This force threatened his system of mortal supremacy. White John Badge imposed metal wristbands upon Coldfalls in the West and curfews. The metal wristbands was to ensure their angry energy remained suppressed and did not flip out and allow their inner chaos to come. However, he told the Coldfalls the metal wristbands were demigod bling bling, and all who wore it would openly receive tax breaks and governmental assistance. All who did not wear it seemed to become outcasted and or incarcerated and forced to wear the metal wristbands anyway. With King John White Badge ordered worry-causing agents into food in the East in order to ensure the Eastern Coldfalls would not rise and enlighten him and cause his mortal supremacist system to become obsolete and ineffective. Lucifer watched for 6 years as King John White Badge established these decrees as a response. ANDROG appeared to Lucifer as a blade of grass. He asked, "Lucifer, why do you allow? And why do you watch without responding immediately? That's none of your business, truly. You and I know this. Are you here for personal or are you here for business?" Lucifer responded, "This was personal." Then ANDROG, Lucifer's progenitor and progenitor of the Circle Square genes, departed. It is now the year of 1081, according to King John White. The West seemed to be contained and the East seemed to be preoccupied with worry. King John White Badge then recruited identity-lacking Eastern Coldfalls and Western Coldfalls to figure out who, why, where, when, and how this energy level rised in the Coldfalls and where it came from. Then the spirit met with John while he daydreamed and took him into the realm of the energies. John was overwhelmed in spirit and his body collapsed. In the realm of energies, John experienced the demands, requests, desires, pain, anguish, and powers of the demigods he oppressed. He could not stand the torture and pleasure because he is not of the gene. John was now a spirit slave to the gene spirits he oppressed. He was now responsible for protecting the genes he oppressed and obeying them. He would be praised on earth by the mortals, but his spirit would lead the mortal selves into desolation and destruction, and ultimately the realm of energies would be enslaved as he was. His funeral was full of celebration of his works. The mortals immortalized him, and Coldfalls went with the program, many of them. However, many began to understand themselves at new levels. There was something happening within them as well as outside of them that caused internal evolution. A new king arose, King James. King James was more brutal than King John because King James gave the Coldfalls what they thought they wanted, and that was gene acceptance. The Book of ANDROG 3.